Hello, Marcus Lim here, and what we're looking at is 15 seconds to go before the listing for Zack Snyder's Justice League 4K Ultra HD Steelbook, new and sealed, right? Comes to an end in 5, 4, wow, 3, 2, 1, bang! Alright, let's see what happens. Have I won? Oh wow, I have won. With a bit of 104.5, right? So wow, okay. So I actually did use a sniper to snipe in the last 5 seconds before the listing ended. So let's have a quick look at the listing. It says it's a JB exclusive, right? Region B, so Australia. Please note small tear in plastic cover, which is okay. Otherwise, it's brand new, never been opened or removed from the manufacturer's sealing. Okay. Yeah. So quite happy that I managed to win this, because the thing is, alright, here it is. Yeah, here's a better picture of this, front and back. Okay, this is 4K, right? 4K Ultra HD limited edition steelbook. So Ultra HD, so no HD, it's purely 4K, 2 discs. And you know what makes this so special is that it's kind of very limited, because it's sold out within, I don't know, an hour when it was released, I think back in July. Okay, so I actually missed out on this. As you can see, if I let me do a search, you can see, this one's going for 225, right? Someone's offering it for 225, which is like more than double what I just paid. Yeah, as you can see, brand new and sealed, out of stock Australia wide, right? So it's a collector's piece for any DC fan. So yeah, and on Reddit, people have been saying, right, I did a call around and they said it was sold out in 60 minutes, right? So yeah, only those who pre-ordered would have got it, and I didn't, right? And so that's why that's why I didn't get it first time. I think it says the original asking price was about $40. So what I've paid is not too bad, right? It's about 2.5 times 2.5 times what I would have paid. Well, obviously, yeah, if you add shipping, let's just say close to 3 times. But that's okay, since this is such a limited rare steelbook of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay, so yeah, okay, let me pay for this. Okay, and yeah, it should arrive pretty quick, because it's only here in Australia, so it shouldn't take that long to get to me. Okay, let's do challenge, capture, and then ship. Alright, let's pay now. Bang! Let's just get it by 17th of September. I'm thinking I should actually get it earlier, but we'll see. In any case, right now it's 4th of September, so I'll wait for it to arrive, and I will definitely be showing you the Steelbook when it arrives. So stay tuned. Hello, Marcus Lim here, and my Zack Snyder's Justice League Steelbook edition has arrived in the mail. But before I get to this, I think, I should probably just get out of my, Zack Snyder DC Universe collection, right? Starting with, the Man of Steel. Comes in this really cool looking Superman steel box. Rather than a steel book, it's like a steel box. And yeah, so yeah, opens it up pretty nicely with a couple of discs inside, right? So this was, a couple of years ago. That was Man of Steel. It was the Zack Snyder's first DCEU movie, which he followed up with, obviously, the BVS, Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice. Now this is also a steelbook that I've got, right? Cool looking steelbook. Superman on one side, Batman on the other. Wasn't very well received in the mainstream kind of like arena, right? Although, I kind of quite liked it. Say what you will about the movie, at least it has a very specific point of view, right? It's not trying to just be what Marvel is trying to be. It's got its own sort of like point of view. And obviously, what happened next was Justice League, or should I say Justice League, right? The not the Zack Snyder cut is all I can say, and it's because of this that fans rallied, right? And the whole release the Snyder Cut movement began, which eventually gave us Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? So this is actually the very same thing that I've got in the mail, except that that the one in the mail is the Steelbook, okay? I should also mention that there was also this Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition of Dawn of Justice. Well, this is the 4K version, but this is, it's not just 4K. It was also kind of colored, remastered as well. And this one is kind of cool because it's got a intro and commentary by Zack Snyder himself, right? So, you don't get that a lot these days from him. So this was kind of like done as a leading up to the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max, which was earlier this year. And, the whole story of how everything that led to that point, right? It's all chronicled in this book called Release the Snyder Cut. I mean, it's a story that is so, as you can see, a crazy true story, right? A story so crazy that you wouldn't believe it, but it actually came true, right? Who would have believed that that we would actually see the Snyder Cut? It's one of those things that fans, kind of like a fan dream that would never happen, but it did. So, extraordinary story, really. And so it's all chronicled in this book. I mean, it's not like there's much that I don't know about, but it's just good to have it all kind of chronicled in one book, right? Yeah, so you can see Justice League of their own, right? The members of the Release the Snyder Cut movement. And then, it goes back to how there's this rivalry between DC and Marvel. And how, DC is trying to play catch up. And then when Snyder stepped in, right, he sort of came in with that kind of grim and more dark sort of point of view, which sort of got them into a bit of a trouble. Well, at least in the eyes of, the mainstream critics anyway, because fans, he has his diehard fans. And you know, that led to how they wanted to change the narrative a bit to make Justice League more light and funny. And then there was that obviously a tragic death of Zack Snyder's daughter, which forced him to step away from the movie, and then Joss Whedon stepped in, Justice League, which was in a lot of people's eyes a disaster. Here you got some photos, right? Very cool billboard of Snyder, release the Snyder Cut billboard, right? Zack Snyder with fans. Also got some, yeah, release the Snyder Cut, fans rallying. And yeah, obviously, Zack Snyder himself is always teasing on social media Vero, right? Is it real? Does it exist? Of course it does. And it does. Yeah. Yeah, so the book, you know, something about the mustache, Henry Cavill, fiasco, disaster, which led to the whole movement began, release the Snyder Cut, right? And then, yep, Vero, and then finally they did it, right? So it's all in the book. The league celebrates, and it ends with you know, just all of the people involved, they are allowed to give a voice, right, in this last chapter to Zack. So yeah, pretty, just a very quick plug for this book, release the Snyder Cut. But after all that, let's get on with the actual unwrapping of the Steelbook. And I mean, the reason that you know, even though I already have it, right, as you saw already, right, already got this one, is because I kind of feel that my collection's incomplete, right, my Zack Snyder collection, just because, as you've seen, right, I've got the special editions of all his other previous movies, from Man of Steel to BVS, you know, Steelbook. Even the Joss Whedon version, right? This is kind of cool, right? It's a book. Yeah, inside. I mean, some people say they're gonna burn this one. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. But the point is, yes, got all the special editions, and I sort of missed out on this one, right? Just because I wasn't expecting it to sell out so quickly, right? In a matter of, I don't know, 60 minutes gone. So only those people who pre-ordered would have been able to get a copy. Yeah, so here it is. Here you go. Just Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay, looking good. Yeah, and this is actually just the 4K, right? There's no standard Blu Ray. No, it's only 4K, which is okay because, right, I've already got the Blu Ray here anyway with the 4K. So yeah, so this is more like a novelty kind of thing, just to have it in my collection complete. Alright, so here you go. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Alright, with all the League members front and center, with Wonder Woman in the center actually. Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Cyborg. In many ways, I feel like, and actually there's the Flash there as well. Yeah, even Zack Snyder himself says like Cyborg is really the heart of the film. And yeah, once you have the chance to see this epic 4-hour cut, you'll probably also agree as well. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's actually pretty epic. If this had been released back in 2017 instead of you know, Justice League, who knows? yeah, where what would have turned out by now, like regarding the whole DCEU. Yeah, anyway, so just the two 4K discs in here. Okay, this one, these two, not much to say about them. Yeah, there's the mother box at the back. Alright, but yeah, so right, this is probably the, I would say, the most I've paid for a steelbook, I would think, right? Yeah, so this can now sit alongside all of my other Zack Snyder collection of Blu-rays. Okay, so there you go. This is very likely the last DC movie that, I mean, I'll never say, you know, ever, but for now it is, right? And so if this is the case, then this is pretty much my complete Zack Snyder's DCEU collection of movies, right? So yeah, pretty glad to have all of this complete. Okay, actually there's even this Zack Snyder's Justice League. This was number 59, right? It's just done to pay tribute to the Snyder Cut back in March 2021. Okay, yeah, so there you go. Zack Snyder's JL Justice League Steelbook, along with many other stuff that I've shown you in this video, including that book, Release the Snyder Cut. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.